I know usually when I do these retail rants, I usually have my little uniform on, but I completely forgot yesterday. I haven't really had time to do it this week. So you're going to get me still doing a retail rant with my lovely little plus badge / free promotion for the company. So there's still a retail rant, but I'm saying, please, people, I did a video about this last time. If you haven't seen it, scroll back down or just go to my tabs and click, or go to my YouTube. Just watch the video I did about bulk buying last time and see some of the stories that I said about people who came in who couldn't get anything because of the bulk buying, and the bulk buying has started again. And all the bulk buying does is two things. It stops those who need it getting what they need, and you just have a ridiculous amount in your house. And secondly, it puts back in restrictions. Now, the restrictions is what pisses everyone off, because obviously you have some people who buy 500 or something, and then you then say the next week, okay, people can only get 2 of this. But that's only because of the people bulk buying. If everyone bought in normal amounts or bought day to day, instead of doing, if you want to get like 3 toilet rolls, get 1 each day. Don't do 3 in one day and clear the shelf so someone can't get it. Come back another day, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be cleared. The only thing that clears it, we order, for example, 100 toilet rolls. So we know in a day we'll sell 50 toilet rolls, and then the next day another 100 comes in, so we stock another 50 back up, so it's 100 on the shelf. When you come in and buy 100 in one day, that means that we have no more stock. So when the delivery either doesn't come or it does come, you come and rebuy it again, people don't get anything. And I'm going to give you an example. Right down here, there's a guy here who's buying 6 toilet rolls. This was the other day. He came and he bought 4. He walked back out. He came and bought another 2, and then he came in and did some more bulk buying. But because there's no restrictions, we can't limit people. We can't say you can't buy that much because there is no restrictions put in place at the moment. But what causes it is people doing that. We can say, thinking, great, I've sorted me and my family out. But then what about the elderly people? What about the NHS workers? What about the key workers? What about those people who can't get to the supermarkets? There's so many different types of people who you're restricting from buying. So while you're sitting in lockdown with your stack of toilet rolls, your stack of food, your stack of this, looking all happy, you've got people who can't get anything. So just think, next time you go bulk buying, because we're back in lockdown again, and the likelihood is we're going to be in lockdown till about January, February probably. I can't see them opening back up after a month. That it might happen, but to me, I don't think Boris will do that. They've already extended furlough to March, so I don't get why they would do that if they plan to end things next month. It makes no sense. But all we can do is see in the situation. But while we're seeing the situation, the politicians don't care about us, but we should care about each other. So take care of all the people around you. When you're going in, just think, okay, do I really need it? If you're buying an 18 pack of toilet paper, are you really going to go for an 18 pack of toilet paper in a week? Because you're buying 4, which means you're having 1 each week, which means you're getting 70 through 72 toilet papers in a month. Even if you have chronic diarrhea or the worst IBS in the world, you're not getting through 72. That's more than 1 a day. I don't think you can shit that much in a day. So please, it's not just toilet papers. This is just an example. Toilet papers are stuff people can't get. But the main thing's toilet papers, tin foods like tomatoes, kidney beans, peas, carrots, all that kind of shit. Pastas and all that stuff. All the long life stuff is being bought. But just stop bulk buying. Just stop. Because no one else can get stuff. I really hate it. In my last one I did back in, I think March or April, one of the videos I did, I had a doctor who was obviously NHS worker, who had literally done I think it was an 18-hour shift or something ridiculous. He'd been there, he'd been in the hospital for a ridiculous amount of time. I remember him telling me it was basically almost a day. And he came in, he looked exhausted, and he was like, yeah, I just need to get some food, get some bits. And when he came in, we had nothing for him to get after that long shift. So he went home and he couldn't get anything from any other supermarket. The person who's protecting us and being in the hospitals to help us, we're stopping them from having basic essentials because we want to bulk buy. And in the end of it, I told you, if you remember the videos, I told you, I started putting some stuff aside before we had the whole limits and limitations put in place. I started putting stuff out back because I started having NHS workers who were coming in, who I started to know from talking to them. And I started putting stuff out back for them. One of the guys came in, the same guy I'm telling you about, he came in and I had stuff out back for him. He said, oh, there's no toilet paper and stuff, there's no pasta. I've got a big 18 pack for you out back, and I've got a couple packs of pasta for you. I said, is that what you, because he asked for stuff yesterday. I said, we don't have it, but I'll try to put some away for you tomorrow. And he was so grateful. And it's just little acts of kindness like that that can help people. He's not there being a dick. He's out there doing 16 to 18-hour shifts to help people who have COVID, and then the people who don't have COVID and the people bulk buying so they can stay indoors while people like that suffer. So just think Think about people. Your actions have consequences, so just please think about people. Stop bulk buying, stop doing this whole we're gonna have no food, because we have food. We have so much food, and the thing is, all the companies are prepared now for this second lockdown. There is so much stock in the warehouse, as in the other warehouses, but it still takes time to get to us. If you clear the shelf, we're not gonna have stock till possibly the next day. But when you come in the morning and clear it in the morning, we never have stock. So it's kind of just buy what you need. That's the end of this video. Buy what you need.